research papers, and we have to compare classroom management theories. We are Veronica Aranda and Rosa Cristani, and this is our PowerPoint explaining and comparing these two theories. Before we start, we want to mention what is classroom management. According to the American Psychological Association, classroom management is the process by which teachers and schools create and maintain appropriate behavior of students in classroom settings. So of course, for this video, we're going to talk about two famous theorists, and these two are Ginott and Skinner. So before we start with the main information, we wanted to show you some quotes of what they really want to say about education. The first one is Ginott, and I've come to a frightening conclusion that I am the decisive element in the classroom. It's my personal approach that creates the climate. It's my daily mood that makes the weather. As a teacher, I possess a tremendous power to make a child's life miserable or joyous. And it goes a bit longer, but that's the most important part for us. So basically, he summarizes what his philosophy is here. How important is how the child feels in the classroom. And for Skinner, we grabbed two quotes. The first one is, education is what survives when what has been learned has been forgotten. This is highly linked with his behaviorist theories of reinforcement and stuff and conditioning. And the second one is, a person who has been punished is not thereby simply less inclined to behave in a given way. At best, he learns how to avoid punishment. And even though this is not directly linked to education as the first phrase, I think it applies very well to what he talks about in classroom management. So what about Ginott? A lot of emphasis in his theory of using kindness and treating children with respect. Be mindful of the words that you use. This goes especially for teachers. A student learns from the teacher's direct response. Teachers are essential classroom elements. And then words have power to change a person. These are the main points of his theory. And then Skinner is a bit more complex because it involves a lot of his theory in behaviorism. And you have different things. You have reinforcement, punishment, and how it affects the class. So reinforcement, we have positive and negative. The first one is a stimulus to strengthen a behavior, and the second one removes a stimulus, but still you strengthen a behavior, a desired behavior. And then we have punishment that is similar to it, but instead of that, you take something to decrease or decrease a behavior, basically. And in a class, positive reinforcement is more effective in shaping behavior. Punishments can have lasting negative effects on the learner. So we have to sum up, because even though they are both classroom management theories, they are very different in some cases, because as you can see, Ginott emphasizes kindness and respect, while Skinner the importance of reinforcement. Ginott explains how a teacher should show self-discipline to recognize the students' feelings and evaluate the situation properly. Skinner explores the idea of combining different types of reinforcements to achieve the desired behavior. So both of them have different approaches on how to deal with classroom management. Ginott prefers to have a more humanistic approach, while Skinner his behaviorist theory and applies it to education. So really, both of them are very valid in classroom settings. It is true, I believe that you can combine them to have an ideal classroom setting, but it's pretty self-explanatory that Ginott is more humanistic, and Skinner relies a lot on his theory of behaviorism. And thank you for watching. These are our sources. Thank you.